Hey guys, happy Monday. So I am today judging the challenge of the month, which is a colouring in competition, and I would predict that this will be the most entries in a single challenge of the month we've ever received. So normally there are two files, zip files I download that I'm sent by a friend from Newgrounds who sort of makes a script so it's super easy for me to gather entries, and they're usually a little over a gigabyte each. Normally a challenge of the month has 1,000 to 2,000 entries, usually about 1,700. Let's see how this compares. This month, okay. There you go. So there's one 2.6 gig file, and then the open category is 6.9 gigs. There are 700 files in the beginner category. There you go. And then we have the open category, which has 1,300 entries. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too unmanageable. If anything, I think the file size must be a lot bigger than usual because everyone worked from my foundation file as a base, which was a pretty large file. I almost thought there would be more entries just from the file size alone, but given that they use, or many of them probably use the same parameters of my original file upload, which is a really high resolution image, it's not particularly surprising. Why am I going out of focus? Stop going out of focus. God damn it, this camera. My new Samsung S8 Plus has been a great phone, but I have not preferred it for the vlog. I don't know if you've noticed, but the talk to camera stuff in front of the mural is more desaturated. It must notice that there's so much color and think, oh, that's an unnatural amount of color. And it just like dulls it down a bit, which is a bit disappointing. Do any of you know how to like tweak the selfie color settings in a Galaxy S8 Plus? I don't know. Anyways, point is, I'm judging the competition and it should be fairly quick compared to usual challenge of the month because I should be able to go through entries relatively fast since they all use the same base, the same foundation. Really, I'm judging just the coloring and not an entire image from scratch. So it should be easier for my brain to process and for me to plow through 2,000 entries in probably 4 or 5 hours. Okay, that was a slog, I'll admit, but I got there in the end. Well, I'm getting there. So basically, after all of that, I've put like about 30 entries into a showcase, 10 into an open category finalist, and I had about 10 in the beginner category, and I sort of narrowed them all down. So now I've 29 in the showcase, which will be the final showcase. I think 9 in the open and 2 in the beginner category. So this is the point where after looking at all of these entries for many hours, I then just feel sort of stuck in feeling conflicted. And this is where Mrs. Jazza rescues me. So I've never actually talked about this, but I, at this stage in all of the challenge of the month judging, sort of create my own narrowing down and maybe pre-selections of who I think would be the winner and runner-up and all that stuff. But then I also just step aside from that and detach from my picks and ask Mrs. Jazza her opinions and just get her to go through them all. She hasn't looked at all this stuff for hours and hours and hours, and she's also less, I guess, informed on the technical aspect of how this stuff was put together, but it also means that her impressions, and she has really good visual taste and eye for design and all that stuff, are just fresh and I don't know, that really helpful to me as a judge to sort of see what pops out to her. And her instincts have sometimes pointed things out to me that I've really sort of not noticed as much after looking at so many entries and being buried in it. So yeah, it's a huge help. I'm gonna go grab her and she can help rescue me from the mind-numbing process that I've been stuck in for like 5 hours. All right, there you go.
This is colouring, is it?
Yeah.
Are you filming?
Yeah. You're not in it, it's okay.
I am in it, look. I don't like that.
Oh my goodness.
I like that one. See why everyone said it would be difficult.
There were 2,100 entries. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one, eh?
That one.
So far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they changed the image or have they added?
They
added the
Well, the
clouds?
rules are you can add without altering the original construction of the lines and stuff. So you can take the lines away as long as the geometry is respected.
Oh wow.
That's cool, huh?
The light's really good in that one.
Yeah.
I love how the light's hitting the roses.
That's so. You see, that's the sort of thing which that's the sort of thing I miss without your commentary sometimes. That the fact that the lights come straight through there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. This is where I'm left to make the final decision, and it's always difficult. But I think I've made it. So I'm just going to reorganize these folders and get a script ready, and then record the announcement video. So I've actually just had my 10-minute meditation session just now before getting ready to start recording, because after like 5 hours of just doing the same really low-key, monotonous sort of task, as you might imagine, I wasn't sort of feeling, I don't know, ready to tackle recording 2 videos. But after a bit of a centering and going and getting some headspace, I'm feeling a lot better and like really ready to go now, which is really cool. I'm like so glad that this is part of my routine now, because I feel like it's giving me like this really powerful tool to channel myself in the directions I want to go. Anyways, so I'd mention that. By the way, the color seems to be way better in the vlog when these lights are on. So I guess the weird desaturated look in the vlog must be when it's sort of low light. But that's sort of a bummer because I don't want these lights on all the time. Oh well. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and this is the announcement of the winners at the showcase for entries to the January 2018 Challenge of the Month, first Challenge of the Month of the year, which was a colouring competition entitled Video. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later. Right. Okay, that's video 1 of 2 done. I'm now going to have a costume change so people think I recorded the next video on a different day. There you go. It's all illusions. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and this video is the announcement for the theme of the February 2018 Challenge of the Month. You're going to have to wait until the video comes out, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Okay, that's kind of what today was. I spent 5 hours looking through entries and going insane trying to pick winners and stuff. Got some help picking them, and then made some talk to camera stuff presenting them, and then also planned the next challenge of the month, which will be released a couple of weeks from now. So all of that stuff done, it's brought me to the end of the day. I haven't got any editing done, but the fact that I got all of the judging done and recorded the raw footage of those videos is like, it's more than I actually expected to get done. So I'm feeling good about what I got done today. Now, before I jump into the question of the day, I wanted to let you guys know that in the stream tomorrow, I'm going to try and record 2 videos. One of them is going to be an arty, fun challenge thing that I have planned, which is going to be an interesting theme I haven't done before. And then the other is going to be a bit of a Q&A, but I want to do it with, I don't know, a theme. I want to use the hashtag #AskAnArtist. Oof, don't burp on video, that will make people uncomfortable. Oh well, what's done is done. Anyways, and I want you guys to ask me stuff, but don't ask me stuff about me specifically. Ask things that you could ask any artist, and that an artist could give you advice or opinions on it. It could be things about studying, or favourite things about art, or comparisons, or the meaning of life as depicted through, I don't know. Just that's the theme I want to go with, rather than it being a Q&A to Jazza, just sort of being ask what an artist might answer certain questions as, and it could be silly stuff, or it could be serious stuff, or it could be personal advice you want, or it could be just in general artistic approaches you're interested in. I don't know. But use the hashtag #AskAnArtist on Twitter, and I will check those out in the stream tomorrow, and I'll also let people in the stream know, and then we can make a video out of that, doing some interesting questions answered from the perspective of an artist. Don't know how it's going to go, don't know what sort of questions you can ask. That's up to you guys. Anyways, let's jump to other questions you guys have asked, and let's go with a particularly non-arty one, because they're going to be everywhere tomorrow. So today I'll take one from Ben Thompson, who says, what are the benefits of deadlifting? I understand bragging rights and reaching higher numbers, but the risk of injury from doing it improperly seems kind of high. I will answer this one as best as I can, as has been explained to me. By the way, those of you who are wondering why the hell I'm answering a question about this, in my latest vlog last week, I reached a personal best deadlifting, which I was really excited about, because 6 months before I'd injured my back, and it was just really cool to compare those. Anyways, in answer to your question, as it's been explained to me, a deadlift works out your entire posterior chain, everywhere from your mid and upper back, even upper back, because your arms and your back hold onto the bar, so you're sort of pulling all of that in there. It's all your arms, but then a huge amount through your posterior chain, entirely through like every muscle connected to your entire back and spinal cord, all the way down to your legs. It's a full body exercise, is why it's such a good one. But the dangers come from putting too much pressure on your back, or doing it without good, coaching or technique. So that's why I'm doing it with a personal trainer. I did them today, but took it easy because I'm a bit sore from working last week, and we didn't want to push ourselves too hard, because you've got to be careful with that sort of thing. But yeah, the answer is there aren't many workouts or exercises that are a full body as effectively as a deadlift is, when done properly. Especially for strength training, building muscles and losing weight by creating lean muscle mass. That's the way to go. Anyways, that's probably bored a bunch of people, but I find that stuff somewhat interesting. Hope you found the answer interesting, and I hope I answered it correctly. Anyways, that's it for today. Make sure to join the stream. Hashtag Ask an Artist. Words aren't my thing today. It's a bit of mashed potato up here, but we got through it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.